I did something that I promised myself I would never do.
That ended up with a donkey owner getting a shave and a trim at a donkey camp?
We went to a donkey camp a couple of months ago and I felt really uncomfortable. Donkey camps are where we set up camps across Karachi to give free medical treatment to donkeys who are used for labor and transport across the entire city. Side by side, we set up tents where we educate the owners on how to treat the animal better, and we've made it like a fun kind of an immersive experience where we give them something to eat and drink. So they get a break and their animals get a break as well. The last time we went, it was colder in Karachi, so we handed out shawls and sweaters as well. But it became really uncomfortable because honestly, it started feeling like a photo op where I felt like they were playing up for the camera, and because madam is standing there, so they had to act like that, and I just didn't like what that felt like. I don't do all of this to make me feel good. I genuinely want the other animal or person to feel good. And this made me think about when I was younger, I used to volunteer at many orphanages, and more often than not, kids my age or older from privileged backgrounds who went to similar schools that I went to would show up with their parents at the orphanage to celebrate their birthday by cutting a cake with the orphans. And the orphans were prepped for 2 days before in that one best outfit that they know how to greet the young boy or girl coming, to make them feel good, to clap for them as they are celebrating their birthdays. And that's what would happen. So I'd be sitting there with the orphans just watching, so puzzled, as this privileged young boy or girl would be standing cutting their cake, and all these orphans would be around clapping for how lucky this child is for having his life. And honestly, maybe the parents didn't mean it like that, but the parents were kind of giving a message to their child: look how lucky you are, that you are so privileged and you have so much in life, because look at how much they don't have. And that is a really messed up message to give, frankly. That is not charity and that is not doing good, because that privileged kid left feeling great, saying, oh, thank God, I have so much in life, I'm so lucky. But those poor orphans, because I was there when the dust settled, they were left feeling absolutely horrible and even worse about themselves. And at that age, I really started wondering, is charity meant to be for the giver's experience and how good they are feeling giving? Or is it actually meant to be for the receiver's experience who is receiving the good? So then I just told my team, I was like, guys, let's stop everything. This is feeling too photo-uppy. I don't want to do this anymore. And I came home just feeling kind of disgusted that, oh gosh, I am not going to be one of those what you call generic charity, to like stand next to someone and take a photo, giving them a sweater. That is not my style and I'm not that person. So I was really disturbed. I was like, how do we make this more about the donkey owners and less about us? I don't want this to be about us. How do I make it comfortable for them? And that's when Khumar, being Miss Thoughtful, came up with this incredible plan where she was like, Ayesha, what if we actually make something where we maybe get a barber for them? And I was like, that's really interesting. So she was like, they normally come in so dusty and disheveled. What if we just get a barber, because they've probably never had a haircut in their life, and they can get a shave and a cut. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like loving this idea. And then she said, what if we also get a shoe maker come in with their shoes broken, and then we can keep extra shoes in different sizes in case they don't have shoes, so we can just give them to them also. So once they leave their donkey in the tent where they are going to get the treatment, they come into a self-care donkey camp. And I was like, this is like the coolest idea ever. And that's how the self-care donkey camp was born. And it was just amazing. One man, he just walked in, he thought he was just coming for his regular donkey's treatment, but we were like, please come inside the tent. And he came inside, he was just standing so confused that there were guys getting haircuts over there were barbers there. And then he went, he took his turn, he got his haircut. Oof, he was so relaxed and so happy. He felt like $1,000,000, because we all need that little bit of an oomph to feel good about ourselves. And we talk so much about self-care. There's like an entire industry about self-care. But self-care is normally just reserved for the privileged.
And those who actually need it don't even know what it is. A shave, a trim, a new pair of shoes, and more than anything, the respect of just being human. Everyone deserves to have a feel-good experience where they are actually feeling good. And you know why he's always going to be good to his donkey? Because we made him genuinely happy.